Welcome back to the 30-day SHRM-CP exam preparation course. This is week 2, day 10, and today we're joining Babu as she navigates a critical post-termination task, managing COBRA compliance. This is a topic you absolutely must know for the exam. An employee was just laid off, and they've asked if they can keep their company health insurance. The short answer is yes, most of the time. This is where Babu must master the rules of COBRA, the federal law that protects a former employee's access to health care. Let's start with the first rule. COBRA, which stands for the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, requires employers with 20 or more employees to offer temporary continuation of group health coverage. This offer is triggered by what's called a qualifying event. What counts as a qualifying event? Things like voluntary or involuntary termination of employment, unless it's for gross misconduct, a reduction in hours, or even events for spouses and dependents like death of the covered employee or divorce. Now, let's talk about the first critical step, the timeline. This is a non-negotiable process that the SHRM exam loves to test. Once a qualifying event like a layoff happens, the company has 30 days to notify its health plan administrator. The plan administrator then has an additional 14 days to send a COBRA election notice to the former employee and any other qualified beneficiaries. So remember that 14-day rule? It's crucial for compliance and for your exam. Now let's dive into a classic SHRM exam scenario. An employee is terminated for gross misconduct, like theft or fraud. Does the company have to offer them COBRA coverage? The SHRM correct answer is a firm no. Termination for gross misconduct is one of the very few exceptions that legally exempts an employer from the obligation to offer continued coverage. This is a key distinction you need to remember. Forgetting this could cost you points on the exam. Okay, so what about the employee who is eligible? Babu advises the former employee that COBRA coverage isn't indefinite. It's offered for a limited duration, typically 18 months for termination or reduction in hours. In some other cases, like disability, it can be extended. But here's the other critical piece of information, the cost. The company is no longer subsidizing the premium. Under COBRA, the employer can charge the former employee up to 102% of the full premium. That's the entire cost of the plan, plus a 2% administrative fee. It's vital that employees understand this, as the cost is often significantly higher than what they paid as an active employee. So let's summarize Babu's COBRA management plan. First, she ensures the notice of the qualifying event is sent to the plan administrator within the 30-day window. Second, she knows the offer of coverage will be for a duration of 18 or 36 months, and the former employee will bear the full cost plus 2%. And third, she correctly identifies the key exception. COBRA is not required for an employee terminated for gross misconduct. Master these 3 points, and you'll be well prepared for any COBRA questions the exam throws at you. Babu has successfully handled COBRA compliance. Tomorrow we move on to week 2, day 11, where we'll dive into another huge topic, employment law and the essential rules of the Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA. Thanks for joining today's session. Keep up the great work with your studies, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next lesson. We'll see you tomorrow.